All right, this is a recording of my first run with Fedora Workstation 40. It's running Gnome 46, and let's see what kind of features it has according to the write-up here. It features Gnome 46, and the KDE version is KDE Plasma 6, but we're going to take a look at Gnome 46. I haven't seen this in a long time. I haven't tried out Linux in quite a while, actually, as you can tell by my video posts. But I've got the virtual machine installed, and I'm logging in. And sorry for my chair noise in the background. It's kind of squeaky. So we can see here we got the camera app, we got contacts, we got weather, clocks, maps, Fedora Media Writer, we got the LibreOffice suite, you got utilities here. If we go inside there, we can see different utilities. We have the tour that I skipped, but because I'm running this on a virtual machine, I didn't actually use the touchpad or any of those kind of gestures, but it's pretty cool in Fedora Gnome. It's always been really smooth running. I want to run this on some actual bare bones hardware and see how it runs. I'm excited to check it out. We got Gnome Boxes, which is like a virtual machine platform. And what I want to check out is, according to the news about GNOME 46, is that it has some new File Explorer, I guess, features. It's a notable upgrade, it says, of the Files app, introducing new features and enhancements. Additionally, many aspects of accessibility have received improvements, ensuring a more inclusive user experience. The Settings app and other core apps have been refined for better usability. So just a lot of polish, it sounds like. But let's go to the Files app. Where is it? Am I looking right at it? I'm probably looking right at it. Let's see. Utilities. Yeah, it's right down here. I guess I for some reason I thought it was in the app drawer, but I click on it there and let's check it out. Okay. Looks really simple, but I like that. Let's check out the settings, properties. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just running through this completely for the first time. Let's check out desktop. Let's do a new folder. Let's right click in that folder. Let's create another folder. Simple, it works. Nice. Okay. I mean, it's just so dead simple, Gnome. I mean, the Gnome 46. It's just really simple. I like that. Let's go here and go to Preferences. See what we can unfold under here. Sort folders before files. I always recommend turning that on. Expandable folders in list view. Not going to do that for now. Action to open items, double click. Yes, I like that. Unlike sometimes the default in KDE where it just single click, it drives me crazy. Delete permanently. I like having that option. That's really cool. Okay, cool. So now if I go back to my folder on the desktop and I right click on it, there it is. I can skip the trash and delete it permanently. Just a nice little touch. It's so fast and simple. Let's go and create a file. Let's go to the Show Apps, and we'll go to LibreOffice Calc. Okay, we can add a bunch of just data in here. Go to File, go to Save. Gonna save it to the desktop. And let's put it in a folder. Why not? Up here at the top right, folder. I'll just name it folder. How creative was that? So I'm in that new folder. I'm going to name this my document. Just give it document, hit enter, close it. I'm going to go in that folder. There's the document.ods. It's the OpenOffice document, I guess, or the LibreOffice document. And again, I have that option to delete permanently. I love that. I'll delete that document. really simple. There's not a whole lot to show you other than a lot of polish that's happened. But if you're trying to use this for the first time or you're a new Linux user, look how dead easy this is. This is easier than Windows to use, in my opinion. And it's whether or not it's easy enough for you to switch to it from Windows. I use Windows, obviously, in my day job, and it's hard to switch just to Linux, but I would love to try it. It's really cool. These features, such as reduced memory usage in search, these are big ones. These are all like under the hood polishings that are really useful. Significant speed boosts in terminal apps. I'm running this 2 gig virtual machine, 2 gig of RAM virtual machine flawlessly, and it's running really well for just being inside of a window. So if it's running this well on a virtual machine, it's going to run much better on your personal hardware, I would say, in general. It says there's more appealing visuals as the app interfaces appear sharper. Just a lot of things, and you can see how sharp this looks. Again, I'm running this on a virtual machine, and it looks really crisp on my screen. There's under-the-hood changes such as IPv4 address conflict detection is enabled by default. I've run into that on Macs before, quite a bit. So maybe it's going to work really well in Linux where you don't run into IP conflicts. Fedora 40 integrates PyTorch directly into its software repository, which is cool. It makes it easier for users to access open source machine learning framework for their projects. I'm not smart enough to use that. I don't have enough knowledge in that area, but it's cool that it's there. Starting with Fedora 40, the term immutable will no longer be used to describe all RPM OSTRI-based variants of Fedora Linux, Silverblue, all those. Instead, they're going to be referred to as atomic desktops. So maybe immutable is confusing people, but immutable is pretty much when you can't make a change to it to break it, other than you're running a bunch of packages that are running as containers, as far as I understand it, and you're not going to break the operating system because you're updating the packages rather than you're not really changing the operating system itself in files and libraries and stuff like that. So this change is part of a rebranding aimed at simplifying the naming conventions for Fedora spins, I guess. So again, it's going to be called Atomic Desktops. So hopefully this little quick run through shows you that it's pretty cool. I know it's not detailed. I didn't really go anywhere on here, but it's still pretty cool to mess with this and just check it out if you haven't. You can go to the App Store here, and it is very polished. It has been for the last few versions of Gnome. But you can update your system through there as well by just going to updates. Everything is just really, really simple. I hope this was informative. Thanks for watching.